touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. On first down, Howell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Here's 2nd and 10. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Aaron Robinson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Jones. This will be caught at the 2. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Miller will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. At their own 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Up the middle, here's Walker. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off play action. It's Howell. He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hyatt goes in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Straight.
Throwing, Jones. For right side here, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Hyatt goes in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Timberland. Gold River. Detroit. South Salad.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And Waller taking it in over the middle. Well, the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Why shift the crew?
Jones going to keep it on the draw. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Detroit Johnson. Rita.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And the Seahawks first down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. And Howe will throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 48 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Apple. Other side. Great. Up, go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The Giants at 3-0 here in the month of September. They coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Detroit. South salad. Come right, Pacino. Up, go.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That one finds Hyatt. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Detroit Johnson. Rita. Up, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt from 13 yards out. And the Giants are able to widen their advantage. Gano for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Howell. giant rush gets home as down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Myers' kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Bama, Bama, Bama. Go, go.
Jones now. A final shot before break. That ball caught by Slayton. Down to the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Third and long, here's Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's to the 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Giants 42, Seahawks 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give for Walker running right. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw, Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Howell from the gun. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, Howell's going to mix it up here.
1st down, Seattle.
Back to throw again. And Walker has it. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Giants 42, Seahawks 17.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, No matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Howell now to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Next to score, Giants 42, Seahawks 24.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Jones throw complete here to Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Other side, other side. Great.
Now Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And quickly they get to the line.
Dom Capers. Timberland.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Giants! Jalen Hyatt, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point try good by Gano. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Seahawks 24. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. In motion, the tight end. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Powell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing Jones. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Flick right. Back road. Bama.
Jones on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
This one is Slayton over the middle. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
That's caught. It's Warner. Touchdown, Giants. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Giants are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Giants 56, Seahawks 24.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start. Taking it right down Broadway. Through the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 71 yards. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
The
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
Seahawks 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time. Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
2nd and 10.
Dom Capers, Timberland. Detroit. Here we go.
To throw again, Jones. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
South salad.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. A covered sack. Took too long to get rid of it. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. 4th down. Jones and the offense stay put. They're going for this.
Triple right, Pacino. Detroit Johnson. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You're going to have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we can see this thing pile up as we go on.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now try to pick it up on 3rd. Sliding out of the pocket. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Bama.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Here we go. Other side, other side. Home it, say.
Jones now throwing on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And they're going to speed things up here.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Bryant has got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Your Giants 63, Seahawks 31.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Howell. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Timberland, Detroit. South salad.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
To the right, Pacino. To the right, Pacino. Detroit Johnson. Up and up.
Jones throwing to start the drive. Complete right side to Hyatt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Jets, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.